Welcome back, everyone, to a cast of players, the Chronicles of Valtor. And you join our intrepid heroes as they are licking their wounds aboard the Emerald Drake, the ship stolen from the town of Traston. After being pursued by the Naval Guard, they have managed to fight them off, and even after calling parley, some of the Friends' crew that were assisting you instead slaughtered them before no witnesses could be had.
I mean, I think it's sound logic.
Said the Stabby McGee person. we're
45 seconds in.
Yes, murder is the best solution. Now,
I've never killed anyone before in my life.
Licking the blood from your spoon.
From your spoon as well.
As you've eaten their brain.
Wow, okay. So you have had part of the crew slain in the attack, and the survivors have split off to take the Naval Guard ship back to Traston to report that the ship has been found, scuttled. They are going back without the Emerald Drake, so you would presume that they will have a story to tell. Hopefully they'll get away with it. You won't know, you're currently on the sea.
Sailing away from our troubles.
Is there anything that anyone would like to do? You're about a day's sail away from the town or the city of Exemplar's Landing, which is your destination.
Probably to wring out my pants after falling in the sea.
A bit of a rest.
I wouldn't mind some healing. Thoroughly rest. It's a good rest.
I nearly died. You did nearly die. It was very precarious. Yeah, you can all take a long rest. You can rotate in shifts between yourselves and the crew. If you trust them. Do you?
I trust them.
I don't. They're very. I had to persuade them not to also kill us because we were going to spare the wizard.
Yeah, they're pretty savage.
They're pretty nasty.
I don't think they'll kill us.
I think they'll be all right. I think we should do it we should do shifts.
They still need us.
We don't want a troll gate all over again.
No.
So we need to make sure we're all okay.
You rotate round in shifts. They do not try and kill you. That's
good.
just me being me.
It's good. Good on edge.
Yeah, the rest of your sail, your journey across the Nemosian Strait continues uneventfully, despite the pursuit of the previous the previous night. It appears that no further force has been sent. Doesn't seem like anything has been untowardly reported. The waters are calm, the skies are clear, even the gulls aren't too intrusive on your journey, which is very pleasant because seagulls are literal monsters.
Yeah.
After a full extra day and night of sailing, if there's anything anyone in particular would like to do during this time?
I'd probably suggest. Have we got like lifeboats or smaller boats on?
Yeah, there are some sailboats available. Yeah.
Are we able to use those to go into port so we don't park a very battle-damaged ship?
The ship itself isn't particularly.
It's doing okay.
It's fine. It's been repaired. The damage that has been done by varying spells and fire bolts that have been flung around have been sort of buffed out.
Nice. No one's going to be suspicious of us.
It's your choice.
Well, I would probably suggest it to the group. I'm slightly concerned if we sail the Emerald Drake straight into the harbour, that if apparently it's a missing ship that should be dead, we might get a few raised eyebrows. Perhaps we take the little boats and then we leave this one to the crew, I suppose. It's a job well done gift.
Well, I suppose it would help not arouse suspicion.
Yes, indeed. We want to. If we're planning on doing what I think we're doing when we get into town, then we need to keep a low profile.
So we're giving up our big ship for small boats.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's a good idea.
I'll man the dinghies.
Are there any cool supplies on the ship that we should be taking?
I mean, there's standard like ship rations, things like that. There's nothing in particular.
Upgraded battle axes lying around.
Handheld cannons, yeah.
Anyone daggers?
Yeah, how many cannons will fit on the dinghy?
Well, in theory, as many as you want to try.
We could do a prow-mounted cannon.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've got like a mobile tripod that
a
we can
small
mount it.
sailboat with a 10-pound cannon on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Boom!
Instead of rowing, just fire it.
Like, we need propulsion, turn it around. Okay, so you're going to.
What is that on the horizon?
The Black Peninsula does start to come into view at the dawn of the second day. The namesake volcanic sands stretching out before you. And nestled in the center of it, you can see the vast city of Exemplar's Landing, standing as a gateway from the kingdom of Nemos to the Neelan Republic, having been established some 200 years ago during the Great Drought. Whereabouts would you like to stop and dinghyfy it?
Come again?
When would you like to approach via rowboat rather than sailboat?
So where do we anchor the
Because
ship?
if you're yes, so approaching is one thing.
Yes.
How far away are you going to be rowing? Is kind of my point.
Oh, not too far. I think because the ship looks relatively intact. If it's not that damaged, it can just be out in the port, around, and then we'll just get in the dinghies and we will deliver ourselves. So no one asks any questions about the
So
big
rather
ship.
than docking the port, we just maybe a mile out.
Okay. Because if the town guard then go and investigate the boat, we're not on it, and then the crew can be arrested. I don't really care about them anymore.
They might not be able to specifically identify what that boat is.
Exactly, yeah. Whereas if it's in the dock and it's like, that looks like an emerald drake on the front, I might raise some eyebrows.
So about a mile out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, why?
So as you're preparing the rowboats, you see one of the watch spires on the shore surrounding.
No, thank you.
Yes. It begins to glimmer and shine, and a small beam of hazy turquoise light.
No,
Shoots
there's
down.
so much magic in this bloody world. He's probably got some X-ray vision and could see us sitting there. We're all like, they're having breakfast and everything. He's just looking through it at us.
It beams down onto the deck and starts sweeping across, and eventually
This isn't Star Trek.
listen,
You don't have scanners.
an apparition of a woman appears through the shimmer.
What?
Welcome to the city of Exemplar's Landing. I'm Inara, harbour assistant for the city for your arrival. Your ship is registered as error, ship not recognised. Please proceed to Dock 12 for processing. A member of our friendly harbour staff will assist you further. Whilst you're en route, if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to help where I can. I can offer information on the city's locations, history, guidance on shopping, eating, drinking, timetables of upcoming events, festivals, as well as leisure and tourism.
She sounds like a pleasant lady.
Hence the dinghies. That would be me to you guys. I feel like we've already risen suspicions.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
It's daytime.
It's daytime.
I feel like
Are we still going to go with the plan?
I feel like we let the crew take the boat to the dock, but I feel we shouldn't be on the boat when it's processed.
But we will still need to put the boat somewhere. So at some
could
point,
do that.
harbour master's going to.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as we're
won't
not
be
on
on
the
it.
boat. They all get arrested.
We'll just say that we rowed our little boats from just up the coast. Then.
Yeah, well, we can sneak into the docks via a dinghy. We can swim.
You want a boat?
We've seen how capable Gideon is in the water. It's a veritable fish.
Very heavy.
I reckon we could sneak to up the coast and then walk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're basically going to ignore this.
Sure. Inara, the harbour assistant.
Well,
That's very
pleasantries
rude.
are there.
Yeah, she's like completely stone-faced at this point. She's like a blue image.
Yeah.
Good day to you, Anara.
Inara, but thank you.
Anara?
Inara.
Anara. I am the captain of this fine vessel, Henrik Hawthorne, and my esteemed lieutenant, Colin the ship hand, will be docking the boat for you at Dock 12, was it, yeah?
Dock 12, thank you.
Marvellous, we'll be there soon.
Can I assist you with anything further?
No, it's quite all right.
Thank you for your time. This projection is always seeking improvements. Please be sure to leave a rating with a member of the harbour staff upon your arrival. And it beams back up to one of the spires.
I love fantasy customer service.
Magic.
Okay, so you're going to split the rowboats off. You're going to go into just the one rowboat? You're going to split
So
it?
together is
One
probably
rowboat
a
Stay as
good
a unit.
idea.
Yeah.
So we'll break away from the main ship and
Yeah.
go up the coast and then try and
I'll inform
find a little
Colin.
cove to.
Yeah. I'll inform Colin that his payment is the ship.
And that his name's Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Do we not want to
Add
take
last
this
names.
ship back.
I want to keep the ship.
Mind you, I mean, it's definitely got a big target above its head, doesn't it?
Yeah. I just want to remind everyone.
You don't know that.
We have to let the ship go.
we
I know, we might have to let it go.
In order to try and capture the ship, we betrayed the friend by
I'm aware of what we
suggesting
did.
his whereabouts and stole his crew.
Yeah.
And then
We
we
also
also,
murdered a bunch of
betrayed the
naval
mayor
officers. Yeah.
and stole his boat.
Well, we know where it's going. It's going to be in Dock 12, so we'll
Yeah.
just steal it again if we need to. We've done it once before. We're professionals at this point.
This is why I'm on your side.
Okay.
Okay.
If all else fails, we can stab it to death.
And this is why you can't stab anything.
Your actors betrayed you.
Okay, so you're gonna jump out of, not jump out, you're gonna set sail via rowboat up north, south, either one really, it doesn't matter. It's fairly
For the
nice.
Pleasure Beach.
Yeah, it's nice and calm waters. You sort of begin to depart ways. It's going to take you a little while to row up. You are riding against port waters. You can see the Emerald Drake begin to drift off, and you can.
Is there like a pier/pleasure beach area in the town?
No.
Oh, thought we could sail under the pier.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but we can't.
Oh.
Forward. After about an hour and a half of rowing, you do find a small inlet where you can.
That's a lot of rowing.
It's a lot of rowing, but you know, this is the choice that you've made. You make landing. Are you going to just leave the boat where it is? Are you gonna scuttle it? Are you gonna hide it?
Probably keep a hold of the boat just
Yeah.
in case.
We'll
Keep
hide
it safe.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shrubberies.
Do you still have your ghillie suit? from
No,
one
the
before
ghillie suit's still in the
wolves?
forest. I took the wolf bacon though. So that's fine.
That's important. Yeah, you find a rocky outcrop, lift it up in, sort of try and hide it as best as you can. Try and remember the lay of the land. If you could all make a survival check for me, please.
15.
8.
11. 15.
Between the four of you, you do manage to. You stood there very proud of your hiding as like a bit of the oars sticking out. You know? That's literally the best you can do with where you have landed. Now you do have, you know, at this point it's approaching 11 o'clock in the morning, so you have plenty of time to saunter down towards Exemplar's landing, sort of head on up the rock face, rejoin the road. You can see there's a couple of trade caravans sort of making their way, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. What you do notice, because you are on the eastern continent now, is there is a lot more of the Neelan. There are more dwarves, gnomes, and halflings than you've seen for pretty much the entirety of your time in
Your people.
Trayston.
I'm home, baby.
The only difference is height. That's it. Everyone is kind of going about their business in the same way. And you make your way towards the town, the city of Exemplar's Landing. I keep saying towns because you were in the town of Trayston. This is the city of Exemplar's Landing. It's pretty big. It would rival Greyhold, the capital, in terms of size. It's like, let's use Australia as an example. Sydney is not the capital.
No.
But it's big. You know, Manchester is not the capital of the UK, but it's a big city. It's kind of like that. So there's definitely a lot of places out there that you could compare this to for your real life comparisons. But you head on in, you arrive at the gate. You know, you can see guards taking stock. You approach one of them. Welcome to Exemplar's Landing, travellers. Sees that you're not on any horses, you don't have any cart, you've been walking. What brings you here?
Well, this is the home of my forebears. It's been a long time since I've come home and wanted to show my friends around the city. It is a marvellous city of that.
And where did you set out from, sir?
We set out from a geographically close by place.
Do you have any specifics, sir?
I'm assuming he does know. Like,
Well, yeah, I assume I would know a town.
Make a deception check, please.
Marvellous.
oh, don't do.
Have I just rested?
Everyone is just rested.
A lucky roll. Oh, okay, nice. A 17.
Yeah, he's like,
We've come from Longbottom.
I have family in Longbottom.
Marvellous.
It's a lovely place.
Lovely town.
It's lovely.
Yeah. The Butter and Honeypot Brilliant Tavern.
Well, that must be a new one, sir.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've been.
Or maybe it's an old one.
Maybe an old one. I don't know. I don't know. You should talk to Simon. He's a brilliant bartender.
Add more details. More specifics.
I thought I knew where the pub was.
Very well. Welcome to Exemplar's Landing. If we could just take the visitor's taxation, please. 10 gold pieces a head. Receipt upon leaving, of course.
Sorry, raises an eyebrow at you.
That is standard.
I would just pay straight away.
Okay, all right.
that
When
is
you get your coin out,
Yeah,
I'll get
just
my
straight
coin.
away.
Yep.
If I'm going to pay straight away,
I'm Gideon Girl.
Do you give your real name?
Oh my god,
I spent all my gold
No, I do
sleeping
not.
potion.
Ooh. Do we give our real names? Oh. Oh. I feel like if I say my name, we're immediately going to be spotted.
Yeah, maybe make one up.
I'll use my old pseudonym. I am Henrik Hawthorne.
You sign away. Could you make a sleight of hand check? See how good your forged signature is.
Oh, okay. That is a marvelous deception. That's a 19.
Yeah, very good. The rest of you will need to sign your own documents. Do you use your own names or do you try and use a pseudonym?
No, see the name.
Pseudonym?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand check, please. How good is your forgery?
Ooh, it's pretty good.
18.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to use
I'm Gideon Girl.
Gideon Keller or pseudonym?
a pseudonym.
Okay, a sleight of hand check, please.
Blood.
I can't believe it. I thought
Gideon
it was just gonna
Gell. 17. Gideon Gell.
say, 19.
19, okay, yeah, very good.
Very nice.
Real-
Deception.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Oh,
Yes. 26.
you're all trained criminals, apparently.
Marvelous.
Yeah, the scroll is signed. He looks it through. He's like, oh, fantastic. Stamps it. It's a seal
your
of
fake
the city
name?
on it. Rolls it up. Hands it
What's
back to
your
you.
fake name?
Takes the coins, and he's like, whenever you leave, hand this to one of the gatekeepers of or the guards. We'll ensure that your money is returned to you, sir.
Marvelous.
Welcome to Exemplar's Landing, everyone. Enjoy your time here. If you need any assistance with finding a place to stay, or if you have family to stay with, the town market always has bulletin boards and people hawking their wares, as it were.
Marvelous.
And he allows you to pass through. What would you like to do? So, based on the information that the friend gave you and the time traveling over, the gala is in 4 days' time.
I feel we should set up a base of operations at an inn. And I know
Find a cool one.
I think Gregor
good
would know
place to
some
stay
cool
around here.
ones. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the Gnome's Cauldron.
Sure.
Marvelous. I will head down the Gnomes.
Perfect.
It's in Camden, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yeah.
You head to the Gnome's Cauldron. Yeah, you find yourselves there. It is exactly like you remember.
Oh yes. I was worried you were gonna say like, oh, it's been torn down. I'd be like, no.
You're pretty sure that the barmaid there is one from when you were younger as
Nice.
well.
Amazing.
There's no like recognition between you, but you're like, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
I also probably don't want them to remember who I am. Probably not.
But regardless, you make yourself.
Imagine there's like unpaid tabs. Gregor. Doesn't that?
It's an etching of you, but without the eye patch. And they're like, this man is Ballard.
Yeah.
You're just like, it can't be me.
Yeah. No, don't see the resemblance anyway.
You find yourselves there. The city is very different to Tracedom. It is much more bustling. There are humans here, there are half-elves, there are gnomes, there are dwarves, there are halflings, there are some Herians here. There's even Sharon, the lizard folk.
Ooh.
Which are a rarity outside of the theocracy.
Gaily boys.
Mainly because there's a bit of an ideological split at the moment. So some of them have kind of gone, you're a bit too much, we're going to go and see what the real world has to offer, quote unquote. But you can tell that even there's this melting pot essence going on, there's still, tensions, especially given the fact that the Sharon theocracy and the Neelan Republic have been at war for quite some time, or at least had a quite significant war about 100 years ago. So tensions are still not great, but no one is, openly
not kicking
antagonistic.
off.
No. Everything just seems a bit bigger. The shops are bigger. The marketplace is bigger. The restaurants are larger. There's just everything about the city is much more metropolitan.
Nice.
The Gnome's Cauldron is not like that at all. It is a corner street boozer.
Great. It's flat roofed.
It is flat roofed. You're lucky it's still got a roof.
Yep.
It is a flat roof boozer and a half. But you go in and the surroundings are pleasant enough and also seedy enough for what it is that you want to do.
Oh, I
So-
quite like the gnomes.
What specifically would you like to do over the next 3 to 4 days? You have a heist to prep for. Now, in the interest of not spending several hours talking about going shopping, what we'll do is we'll just kind of have a very, very brief discussion as to what it is that you want to do. So, what's your general plan, everyone?
Where have we got to go?
Well, we've got to go to my parents' summer house.
Yes.
I don't have to stay in character the whole time.
No, you don't.
So we've got to go to my parents' summer house, and I would like to steal the joint of everything.
The whole
steal the
thing.
house.
I'm going to pick up the house.
Yeah, I basically want to steal my house back.
Kick everyone out and reclaim it.
No, we mainly want to just. I just want to cause mayhem and mischief because I hate Jeffrey with an absolute passion.
Don't want to steal the house. You want to.
Steal all the things inside the house that may be of value. And
Understand.
also release all the horses and probably put some fulmus in the sewage system. But that's for me.
Release
for
some
later.
chickens as well.
Release some chickens, why
Release some
not? But it is obviously a very nice place, so we probably need some finery
Some garms.
to not immediately alarm everyone that we are scoundrels and
Not in
scallywags.
fact nobles,
Yeah.
apart from you.
Apart from me.
Do
Yeah.
we- Do we? Does anyone else have like healing potions and stuff? I still
I've
seem
still
to have
got
2.
mine, I believe.
Yeah, I've got 2. which I've
That's
not
up to
used.
you to track. I'm tracking.
I've got my go-go
got-
juices, but obviously they're my cure
That's
wounds.
like
but
spells,
we need
right?
We should probably
some.
acquire some more
Yeah.
potions.
I don't have any because I gave out my last ones from.
Yeah, you bought
Yeah.
8.
Brenda?
You bought 8 from Brenda.
Yeah.
That was prior to going to Arkport.
Yeah.
Well, I've never used these healing potions.
Yeah,
I've
you
still
divvied
got
up
2.
2. So
I think I still got 2 then.
it would make sense that you 3 would have the 2 because you basically never get hit. This will change.
Yeah.
And you 2 have healing spells that you tend to use first.
Yeah.
You heard me. It would make sense that you would use those.
Yeah.
Or
Could-
divvy them out.
Could we also, because I imagine we're planning for it to go a bit sideways, just because it's us planning a heist, it never goes smoothly. There's armorers and stuff in town, aren't there?
There's armorers, there's alchemists, there's
Can I just
traders.
buy some
blacksmiths,
equipment?
weaponsmiths.
Yeah.
You know of some more magically inclined emporiums?
Hello.
I would like to.
but
no,
visit.
Like
you-
a magically
you-
inclined emporium.
Since
you would
I'm
need
stacked
to-
with cash. Just stacked with it.
I just
really-
spent loads of my gold.
Yeah. You do still have 8 doses of the Fairy's Whisper as well, the sleeping potion.
Oh.
So
Maybe
utilize
make a
that.
note of that.
And it is worth pointing out that you were given. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. Mea culpa. There's a lot going on in this brain. You were given invitations to the gala by the friend, specifically by Sven. He left them with you in
Sven.
as you left.
And we all have an invitation.
You all have an invitation. However, the
Bless you.
friend mentioned that invitation to the gala he's
Well,
managed
like
to
2
procure.
invitations.
To the auction itself, no. That's where you 4 need to come in by using the connections that you
Did the
have.
friend specify whether or not they're not named invitations? They're just invitations.
They are. I didn't think of that. They are not named
Okay,
invitations.
cool. So they don't know I'm coming.
No.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let's give it that way.
What was the 10% of the coin?
200 coins.
We got 200
Yeah, you got
coins.
200 gold from the mayor.
And we didn't give it to
Total.
the crewman to impersonate me, because instead we gave some money to the postmaster so he could deliver my hat and the half-forgery.
Yeah, I mean, you would have spent maybe a gold piece on expedited
okay,
delivery.
cool.
You know,
Sweet.
like
Basically,
it's
we got
meaningless.
50 gold each.
Yeah.
from that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take 49 because I gave him the hat.
And you did just spend 40 gold to get into town, but you will get that back should you leave.
Should we leave? Marvellous. I think, yeah, let's go get some fine clothes, potentially some under armour, in case it all goes wrong, because obviously if we're just in like fine clothes and we're not going to be wearing all our gear,
a bit.
but most of our rings and amulets, all our magical stuff, we can probably work into. Like your doublet, I imagine is quite fine, it being Rakanzi.
Your doublet is is a little quirk that you've noticed with the doublet. After every long rest, it is repaired.
Pristine.
Because only the finest will do for a Vacancy.
Exactly. But yeah, I think we go get some
I
fun
always
clothes.
look fancy.
Yes.
so.
I think we go get some fun clothes, some under armour, and some potions and whatnot.
I want to go to the Magic Emporium.
I would like to go
Yeah,
to the
me
Magic
too.
Emporium.
Well, you've got to find it.
Oh, is it run by an esteemed colleague of mine? Or is it just another Magic Emporium?
No, it's another Magic
Oh,
Emporium.
okay.
It's not run by an esteemed
It's
colleague
not
of
run
yours.
by Jortex Fuzzy Bells.
Are we going in all guns blazing, or are we going in sneaky sneaks?
Well, we'll go get in sneaky sneaks, and then what happens afterwards? Well, we need to also case the joint.
So we're not going to siege it.
we need a little plan, don't we? Because we could try and just bid on it.
So the manor house is not in town. It is just outside of town. It's maybe a half an hour's ride. It's not far, but you will need to get there. So going there to case the joint would be very akin to I'm just going to hang around outside Buckingham Palace. Yeah. Eventually, someone's going to be like, "What are you doing?"
We'll come up with a plan, as in we'll probably get like a board and some red string and circle things and have papers
like a
and things.
proper heist film.
So I'll be like a mad scientist in there.
Insert
remembering,
montage, etc.
scribbling maps and things like that from memory.
Should probably
what I
acquire
remember.
horses for fast transportation.
We should indeed. Or we might be able to get a coach there.
Oh, a nice coach.
But what about back? Will the coach remain?
I have a plan for that.
I think we might need to leave quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, we might need fast horses.
I think if we coach in, there'll
Maybe
be a
some
way of
thoroughbreds.
getting us out.
Oh.
Would you want to do the plan first? You want to do the montage first? Or
Let's
you
do
want
the
to get
montage,
selling,
and
the
then
buying
we
first?
can go. Yes,
And then
we
plan.
can go get our stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
Insert montage.
So, if we head into the gala as party guests, we can sneak into the Martwick family vault. Now, this is the important bit. Nobody knows where the vault is or how to get to the vault unless you happen to be at Martwick. So I can get us into the vault, we steal all we can, then we head over to the stables, steal the horses, you can talk to them, get us a good rate, and then we bolt out of there. The stables are on the other side to where the guards' quarters are. So, provided we can get the horses quick sharp, we can be away before anyone has a chance to say, look, stop them, they're stealing all my things.
I am happy to be on horse duty.
Marvellous. We're all in now. I would suggest that whilst we are a merry band of Gregor's mighty mercenaries, we should probably opt to go for different approaches to this one. We need to be pretending that we're noble. I know that might be harder for some of you, but I think we've all got it in us. I will be presuming Henrik Hawthorne once more, my alter ego.
I'll be Hadrian Greencrest.
Very nice.
Charlotte Greenleaf.
I like it.
Gideon McClanagan. Would be my name.
It will have to do.
Noble born of Clan McClanagan.
Now, thankfully, the old man does have quite a good accent for getting through these nobles. We don't raise too much suspicion, so if everyone just does their best impression of me, no one will ask too many questions. We're all fairly hoity-toity.
I'll
You
make
can
sure I'm
imagine.
not from the Benary Union. I understand.
You know, I mean, you know what I'm like. You can imagine what the rest of my family are like. I'm the one that's well-travelled.
So you have a plan
Yeah.
of sorts.
It's a solid plan.
I mean, look. I mean, as we all know from heists.
Hey, we nearly flawlessly stole the boat.
Nearly flawlessly. Okay, is there anything else that you want to do in these sort of 4 days in the run-up to the gala?
The Magic Emporium.
Supplies! Upgrade!
A tailored suit.
You find a tailor's, you find a alchemists, you find place to get supplies, you can stock up on some various things.
Magic Emporium?
Magic, magic, magic.
Oh, I get some sweet magic items.
In terms of expenditure for fine clothes, you will need to basically spend 20 gold pieces a head. But these are like fine clothes. You put them on and you're like, I'm back. You know, this is nice. For you, this is weird. No, this is weird. You don't like this at all.
Oh, no, no.
You can't. You
Where
don't
do I
need
put my
as
stuff?
much because you're wearing your doublet. But you know,
I would just like a nice skirt, please.
a nice skirt to go with your doublet. Sure.
It's fashion.
And
Don't
again,
understand.
for yourself, it's a bit like this isn't. You recognize these kind of clothes from doing like the shows and stuff, but it's not really your vibe.
No.
But you know, needs must.
Can we pay the tailor slightly more to allow room for under armor?
I mean,
So yeah, almost like I'm thinking like Red Wedding vibes of like, ha, it's chainmail under there. Woo!
could you roll a? Tell you what, because it's kind of in your wheelhouse. Could you roll a Smith's Tools check?
Ooh. Ooh.
So for reference,
Wah,
everyone,
wah,
because it's going to be a
wah.
number of days between now and the gala, just to make it easier, you will be able to take, did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I have +9 to this.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
You have plenty of lucky re-rolls and whatnot.
Excellent.
So you can only use one per thing, but
Okay, it is a 17.
17, yeah.
Still remarkably low.
you can make adjustments to it yourself, but you would need to procure things like chain shirts and stuff, which will of course come at additional costs. I mean, a chain shirt is 50 gold pieces at cost.
I think Gregor at least will go for that because
My doublet will protect me.
you've got your fancy doublet.
You've got
Can
your
you
doublet.
wear armor?
I've been wearing armor this entire time.
Yeah, he can wear. I believe you can wear light armor.
I can wear light and medium, I think.
You can wear medium because you are a swords bard. You can wear medium because you're allowed to.
So I can upgrade.
What's
all right.
medium?
Medium armor, it will have a base armor class, and it will add up to 2 points of your dexterity as well.
Because I have light armor at the moment.
I don't think you're wearing any armor. You're just using your.
Oh, I got
Constitution.
leather.
So if you were to have a chain shirt on, your armor class would increase by 1 because it's 13 plus 2 dex.
What does studded leather give you?
Studded leather, I believe, is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's 12 plus your full dex modifier.
Okay.
What's your dex modifier?
It's only +2 anyway.
So if you were to wear a chain shirt underneath, you would get another +1 to your AC.
Okay.
You've already got crazy
ready.
AC anyway.
Aye.
I'm good.
and
It
you're-
transpires I've been wearing a chain shirt the entire time.
There you go. So you two would be able to, you would modify your chain shirt. You two would need to spend 100 gold
Snug.
pieces, not each, just 50 each,
Yeah.
to get a chain shirt, and then you could have that under your clothes.
I'm gonna do
your
that.
armor.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily need it because you're a barbarian. You get constitution bonuses anyway, but you can if you want to.
Yeah.
To increase your armor by 1.
I'm already feeling very uncomfortable wearing the suit, so I think, am I wearing a suit? What are we wearing?
Just like
Fancy
fancy
stuff.
Fancy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Fancy clothes.
Yeah.
You all look like little me's.
Do I look pretty?
Oh, lovely. So you're just going to leave it?
Yeah, I think so.
But you can increase your armor class by
the,
1 with
okay.
the chain shirt sort of underneath it.
Basement.
But everyone else is
Yeah.
kind of sorted.
You can arrange your clothes. in a room.
Can my suit be made of mushrooms?
What? Fine mushroom weave.
Alchemical supplies, yep, you can find healing potions.
Magical weapons.
You can buy as many healing potions as you want. They are 50 gold pieces a go. So
I think we've already got a couple each.
I've got a couple.
I've got 2. Yeah.
I've got my
I'm happy
go-go
to
juice.
hand them.
I want the Emporium, which has the more exotic magic items.
okay, could you all make an investigation check, please?
Yay!
Ooh.
Ooh!
13.
17.
27.
Hey!
This is your town.
Yeah, where I
This
live.
is your city. Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
You, over the course of a day or two, you're asking around. You're going back to old haunts, as it were. You're going into armories and weaponsmiths. It's like, this is nice, but I want the good stuff. And eventually, you are directed to a small, dilapidated, just a shack down a back alley somewhere.
That's good.
how you know
And
it's good.
you approach. You go to the door as you've been instructed. It rattles. Slides open. At stomach.
Yeah.
Pair of eyes looking out. What do you want?
Can I immediately speak Gnomish to them?
It's a dwarf.
Oh, it's a dwarf.
you
I can speak dwarf. I can speak.
Do you speak dwarf as well?
Dwarven and Gnomish.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that now.
Nope, that's fine.
But,
Please.
Give it a go.
Well, here we go. I would suggest it's more like if Gregor's normally Gregor, when he speaks another language, he's just like a complete tourist. Like, hello, we would like to please purchase some items. You have a very nice shop. It looks nice. Where is the library?
Biblioteca. No items here.
Please? We have money to spend. I imagine the inflections are wrong as well.
Don't recognize you.
Do you know Jortex Fuzzy Bells?
The eyes narrow slightly. Aye.
He is a good friend of mine. Oh, the door's closed again.
Oh! Entry!
Go on, Jortex.
Fuzzy bells!
Opens up. There's a dwarf standing there. Long ginger beard, tied up in braids all down his side. You can see he's got like 5 pistols across him. It's like he has a hand on them. How do you know Jortex?
Whips Bertha around and presents it like a marvelous item.
He looks at it. Looks the 4 of you up and down.
I'm probably bowing as well as I present.
Looks down the corridor. The corridor? The alleyway. Get in there, quickly. You enter. He takes you for it's basically like an abandoned warehouse. He's like looking around the entire time. He approaches a wardrobe which is pushed up against the wall. He opens it up, leans inside. Slides open the back of the wardrobe and stairs descend downwards.
Not people.
He waves you through, and as you head down the stairs, the slides back behind you. Heads down. Right, what is it you're after?
Anything exotic.
Doesn't narrow it down, my friend.
Just to check as well, in very like people being abroad, has the dwarf also spoke normal language the entire time, and I've just painfully tried to speak.
Yeah, he's speaking common now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. To continue.
He's speaking common.
I don't need to translate.
Do you have any weapons or charms? Anything that could protect or defend or kill?
Protect, kill, turn lovers into haters, haters into lovers, you name it, we probably got it. But I mean, there's a limit, and it's we're not cheap.
Boomerang knife.
You mean a boomerang knife?
I have a habit of
Is that one of those weird
losing-
Herian weapons?
I just have a habit of losing my knives, and I would like to maybe have them returned to me after I throw them at people.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll probably find something like that. You're still heading downstairs at this point. It almost feels impossibly long. And eventually you do reach the bottom, and it is a hive of activity. There are gnomes running around, halflings, dwarves, there's humans, there's
The
half
black
elves.
market.
You have found, and there are people, trying to think, you know in Demolition Man?
Yeah.
Where it's the underground market.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just like the street level.
What do the seashells do?
I'm
No
imagining,
one knows.
I'm imagining a jingle all the way when all the Santas are making
Yeah,
all the noise.
it's kind of it's like there's conveyor belt, there's stuff like the smells of gunpowder. There's magical. You can almost feel like the magical energy wafting into your nostrils, like burning away like nose hairs. You can feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing from the crackling arcana down here. This is a hive of magical energy and industry. It is 100% illegal.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can sort you out something. What's your time frame?
How long is it until we have to go?
You got 3 days.
3 days.
3 days. Well, I mean, we might be able to get it to you in 4, 5. We could do a rush job, but that'll cost you extra.
How much extra?
2.5 at normal rate. Normal rate's 500.
Thank
Told
you.
you we're not cheap.
Thank you for your time.
I might be able to get you something from the bargain bin, but you'll have to sign a waiver.
Bargain bin works for me. Happy to take a risk.
Always keen on the clearance item.
Anything for you? You want something stabby and protecty? Right, okay.
Happy to look at either.
Yeah, he shows you, he brings you to a long line, almost very Matrix-like. It's just weapons. And then on the other side is just swords, lots of swords. And the other side is armament. If you want something a bit more protective in charms, you'll have to go and see Clarabelle down the end. She's, that's kind of her wheelhouse. We're a bit more of the unsubtle kind round it. That's my wheelhouse.
Am I able to inquire just into materials so Gregor can make his own mad contraptions?
Depends on the materials.
I'm happy to spend money on the materials, but I'm imagining like a way of having one pistol up my sleeve so it retracts into my hand, then a way of reducing Bertha so it can extend like a telescope. So I can smuggle both into the, but I can chat to the gnomes and request information and tips.
Okay.
Because I can speak the gnomish. I get what's going on.
Better than dwarfish?
I speak gnomish better than dwarvish.
Yeah. We can. Yeah, you're conversational in Dwarvish, fluent in Gnomish, I presume. Yeah.
They're my peoples.
Fine. Yep. Okay. Yep. Looks you up and down. Do you need anything, or are you just here for the fun?
I don't really know. well, I'm a collector of natural items, scouring the world for all sorts of manners of things. Anyone here that's
I'm Gideon Kerr.
I believe it's Gideon McGlanagan.
Anyone who specialises in the natural down here, or is it all mechanical and weapons and swords and things?
I mean, it's mostly the.
Oh, you should ask about your vials.
Oh no, they're fine. Don't worry about them anymore.
Okay.
Indestructible vials.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a couple of. I mean, we might be able to get someone of the alchemical persuasion, but I mean, it depends on what you mean by natural. I mean, we mostly trade in. You're in the Eastern Continent now, sir. It's guns all the way down.
Got any axes?
Well, yeah, we can do you axes as well.
Have a look at an axe, why not?
Can't hurt.
So
It will hurt!
you can spend 200 gold pieces to adapt a gun. So it'll cost you 400 to adapt both.
We're all quite poor.
Little short, are you?
I'll upgrade one gun.
Which one would you like to upgrade?
I'll make Bertha go small so she can go, ha-ha!
Okay.
But would I be able to smuggle my arcane firearm in a regular fashion? Have the flicky wrist thing. That I thought was cool.
You don't have to have the flicky wrist thing.
Smuggle it in.
We could trade our fullness for weapons.
Oh!
I bet they love a bit of fullness down here!
Very good price. Well, should we see what's on offer and then we could do like a group?
because I have about 3 silver scraps.
Is that all
right
you?
now.
What money?
I spent like 400 and something.
I've got
have
429 left after my chainmail.
How much have you left?
429.
Where did you get all that money from?
That's just what
He's
I've
just not been
accumulated.
spending it.
I've not spent it. Yeah.
You have acquired a substantial amount of coin.
I had loads, but Sven took it from me multiple times.
How much did we get? Someone's given us some money.
You got another
50 each.
50 gold
Okay,
pieces.
I have
which I added.
107 gold pieces in
How
total.
do I only have 85?
So
Have you not been tracking your?
probably not been tracking.
I've probably not been tracking it.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's
as
in
well
my
at some
shoe.
point you've turned around and you've said like money isn't as important as like, the friends we met along the way. So
And I've definitely
So
remembered
money isn't
that
as
as
important
Gregor.
as the knives I found along the way.
I think we've all probably got 75 gold coins each. You've got like a tenner.
A +1 battle axe will cost you 300 gold pieces.
I can offer you less than that.
You will find, so just in the interest of ramping things up in terms of speed, you are taken to the bargaining bin. You find, he points out like, right, this, and it's almost like an archer's glove. Now, if you throw something, it'll return. He kind of leaves it at that.
I'll take it.
75.
Please.
Take my money.
Yeah, he slides you over a document as well, which is basically a waiver. The The market is not responsible for any injuries to yourselves and to anyone else.
Sign.
Very good.
Excitedly.
Rapier-wise, can you enhance an existing one? Is
You
there, or
can't
is there
enhance
another
an
one?
existing magic weapon.
All right.
Yeah, you can find a +1 rapier. It's 300 gold pieces.
Okay. And can you dual wield rapiers?
You can, because you're a dual wielder.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Stabbing all the
do
fools.
that.
You're putting your whip down. I bet it's not happy about that.
Well, I often roleplay the whip doing other things. So
that whip is so weird.
There's a weird.
But yeah,
Love her in
yes,
episode
because you
27
have the
doing
dual
that
wielder
weird.
feat, you can wield non-light weapons. That's how you're able to do the whip. And the
I'm
rapier
going
in the
to
first place.
get a second rapier.
Very
And
good.
you call me a sassy
Presume if I were
person.
to show the fullness to the gnomes, they'd be pretty excited.
Yeah, they almost, there's a collective like,
Yeah.
because so fullness is a controlled substance in the Republic. It is military grade.
Yeah.
You do not get this unless you are quite high up in military and or you've stolen it. Fortunately, you're in a black market. Ask no questions, get no lies.
Would it cover the majority of our expenditure or the expenditure of just all my materiel?
Vomis would be worth a lot of money.
Could you all roll a d20 to randomly determine the quality of the fullness?
17.
Ooh, 17.
14. Oh, cocked. Oh.
Lucky?
Lucky! Human!
Can't use a reroll on a reroll.
It was a 4.
So a 4,
Got wet in
a
the boat.
13, a
14.
17.
17.
17. Lovely. The grand total, in terms of worth of the fullness, is worth a total of 2,600 gold pieces.
Do it.
This is
Sell the fullness.
I imagine it's more a case of I've just got a huge like shopping cart full of items. And you're like, how's he gonna pay for all these things?
Because it also would be good to keep. Because you only need
It
one.
would-
to
it would be
blow
good
up
to
the
keep.
action.
Yeah. You've already given away your money, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upgrade it, get a refund and get a non-bargain bin one.
12.
It would cost
Or
you
I could get an
600. It would
additional
cost you
one.
650 for the non-bargain bin one.
Can I have both?
I mean,
Do you want to sell the fullness? Is
I mean,
do-
I'm
I
planning
want to
to.
look at the enchanted items before I part money with the rapier first as well.
Sure.
Just in case.
Because I need to spend what 400 on.
For both guns.
yeah.
Would be 400. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need.
300 for an axe, 300 for a rapier, 625 for a non-bargain basement,
Or £75 for.
or
the,
75 for bargain one.
I want the nice one.
You get a nice one.
Can I have both?
I mean, you could have both
I can have both.
if you want,
That is
but that's probably
700.
excessive. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go for the nice one then, please.
Sure. Ellie, do we need anything else though as well?
Well, hold on. Are we trying to sell all of the fullness here?
You've only got one.
I've only got one vial.
Oh, it's just one
So
vial.
I've
Yeah,
only
yeah.
got like £2,000. So if other people need other enchanted items as well.
The fact that you have one is impressive in the first place.
Yeah.
What charms do they have? What enchanted items?
There are many enchanted items.
we should probably check the full range before we go crazy
Yeah.
That's what
expenditure
I'm
on one
saying,
item.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, given that this is a rather large market, we might be here for some time and you'll just be listening to me reel off magical items. So why don't we do a shopping montage? Gather round.
Get gathered.
Whatever you need. This is all on me. You're selling the fullness.
Yes. That's it, the fullness. Imagine we go to the counter in a black market.
You go to the you
queuing with all the other customers.
well, so each one has like an independent stall. You can tell that there's lots of people. It's a semi-regulated but mostly unregulated market. You did find you basically found a you've been speaking to the dwarf who seems to be kind of the man in charge, as it were. Trying to think of like an equivalent. The general manager. Yeah. And he's you mentioned the fullness to him, and he's taken you off. You've gone to the to the office at this point, and he's gone. I'm going to take that, and he slides you 260 stacks.
Yeah,
There's
nice.
$2,500 for one vial of fullness.
I can imagine him eyeing us, grabbing everything, be like, "You got enough money to pay for that?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, I do."
You actually are weighed down
Yeah,
by the fullness,
yeah.
by the stacks.
A gnome passes out with excitement.
Yeah.
Like,
So, you have bought a +1 axe. You have bought a +1 rapier and a cloak of protection.
Oh.
Boomerang gauntlet.
You've not gone for the bargain
Treated
basement
you.
one.
Yeah, treat you. Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. We're now best
Shame
friends.
I've bought a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Nondescript
Stop giving me
items.
consequences to my actions.
Nondescript artificer tools so that you can modify your guns. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? Because you have...
I'd like to give my old axe back and have it recycled, please.
Yeah, sure.
You sell
Yeah,
it.
they kind of go,
Huh?
You can sell it.
I mean, you could sell it, you get about like 2 gold pieces.
I'll take those 2 gold pieces. I now have 102 gold pieces.
Sure.
Maybe night vision goggles, do they? I know I've got some.
We're here for the banquet.
Start with someone.
Haven't you already got some?
I'm thinking for you two. Because
Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark
amazing.
too. But you two can't.
Night vision goggles would be nice.
You could just. Oh yeah, I suppose so.
I could you
You don't have to be walking around telling
Gideon's not
everyone.
very good with technology.
I'll take a sniper rifle as well.
Has anyone got a Chinook?
Yes.
Bazookas.
They would cost 400 gold pieces
Each.
each.
Oh no, sorry guys.
They could split a pair between them.
It's good to.
Any night vision monocles?
We could cut them up in half.
You can just tell us what you see.
do.
We'll be
That'll
alright.
do.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right.
Okay. You have the gear. Do you have any idea?
Some.
You have acquired fineries. You have
Look at us.
the location.
Fine.
You have the invitation.
Oh,
You have a means of transportation? Not yet, but I mean, you know, you
We'll hire a coach.
hire a coach.
Yeah.
I will determine how much that costs.
It's a good thing we've got some
Rest of
change.
your money. It won't be that much. You have a semblance of a plan. Gregor, you do have a layout written up for everyone.
I do indeed.
There's one last thing I need you to do, Gregor. I need you to roll a d6 for me,
No, why me?
because it's your manor house.
It is a 6.
Oh, what does it mean?
You remember 5 secret passages.
oh
I
boy.
need you to make a history check 5 times, please.
Oh, 5 history checks.
Oh, do you want to do them all at the same time?
Oh yes.
No, I need them
Power of-
sequentially.
The first history check
Hang on. We'll
is
support him from afar.
I'm good at history, everyone. is a 24.
Okay,
Oh.
1 pass.
Historical.
The second one is a 16.
Another pass.
Supporting him with our D20s. Join us.
The third is an 18.
That is a fail.
Oh.
Last one.
Is a 19.
That is also a fail, I'm afraid. The final one.
No.
17.
That is a fail.
No.
2.
You did pass 2. I will allow you to use lucky on one of these. You may choose which one.
Oh.
The third, the fourth, or the fifth.
Oh, such mystery.
Which one?
Does it not matter?
The one I can pass with a 17.
And none of them. Okay.
Okay.
You remember the location of 5 secret passages. There's one in the guest house.
Oh, okay.
There's one in the family crypt church.
Oh,
building.
okay. Yep.
There's one in the library. There's one in the master bedroom. And there's one in the family museum. You can only remember the precise location and destinations of the first 2. The guest house is a passageway that leads to the stables.
Okay.
And the crypt passageway leads to a private prayer room in the drawing room.
Okay.
The other 3, you know that they're there, but you cannot remember precisely where they are.
Okay.
You now have more clues and information. You set out from the gnome's cauldron. You spend. Are you doing a coach? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Higher rate of coach. 75 gold pieces to hire for the night.
Is there a nicer one? There's like a fancy model.
You do 120 for the upmarket model.
Do the fancy one with fancy pants, people.
Yeah.
No.
Look important. We don't want to get ratted
We don't
out.
look too important.
Yeah.
No. We don't want to draw too much attention.
Bear in mind, we're not actually going to bid on anything. We're just going to go in there and steal it.
They don't
You don't
know
even
we're
know
going
if
to
you're
the
going to be
auction.
able to get into the auction.
We might get allowed in because we're so fancy with our fancy codes.
Oh,
they
they
should
show
come
you
in.
that we've got cash
Yeah.
to spend if we
Also-
spend it on a spenny coat.
Side note, and very Gregor, I was the only one in the office, right? we spent all our money in the in the Emporium of Magical Items when I bought everyone their equipment.
Make a deception check.
You.
What are you
rotter,
doing, you dog?
James.
He's only rolled a
rotter.
7.
The three of you make insight checks.
Unbelievable.
17.
Yeah, none of you believe him.
Ah, fair enough. I'll give you the money.
None of
For,
Yeah,
But
19.
why don't you and I go splitsies on the
Yeah, you two can go splitsies on the upgrade if you want.
on the
Yeah,
upgrade?
fancy.
Yeah, because
We'll go
you've all
fancy.
received an extra 100 gold pieces from the
We'll
changes.
go
as well.
splitsies on the upgrade.
Uncle Gregor just bought you all very nice items, and you've swindled him out of his cut. It's fine. It's fine.
We're gonna
take all our money.
We're gonna spend on
This
the
wasn't
upgrade.
yours.
I spent more on
It
you.
was
lot.
ours.
You didn't know what it was.
You step. The stagecoach arrives at the Gnome's Cauldron. You can see the driver being a bit like, ugh. Okay, it's clearly like kids on the prom night where they hire a limo, right?
Yeah.
Basically, that's
oh,
kind
is
of,
it gaudy?
No, that's the vibe that he's getting from you lot.
Oh, I see.
He's turned up
We're
outside a
gaudy.
flat roof boozer with the equivalent
Yeah.
of a limo.
So we've basically got like a pink limousine.
No, it's lovely.
Oh, okay.
Like you
Just
bought.
know We're the pink limousine.
Yeah.
Yes.
My point is like
Bright pink princess dresses.
He's turned up outside of a flat roof boozer, and the Hindu have stumbled out, and he's like, oh no.
We got bottles of Lambrini.
But regardless, you get in. You have your plan. You have the maps, hopefully, in mind that Gregor has written for you.
Yep.
You get your note.
Where is everyone storing their equipment?
I have comically strapped daggers to myself in hidden locations.
I've got a battle axe. I've got a very, very, very big, thick coat.
Nice.
That's about as well as I can hide a battle axe.
He's walking very
Yeah, it's also a family heirloom.
marvelous.
Would still have your my travelling cloak, and
Yeah.
I'd have a very fancy long coat on. I mean, you'd have,
I feel
and they're
like a rapier
rapiers. They're
would
a
be an
noble's
acceptable
weapon.
weapon.
You could probably hide them in like scroll cases.
Yes.
That's a very large scroll case.
Yes, it is. But I think that
maps.
we get invited in, and then we make
Murder
ourselves
everyone.
scarce.
Everyone's got weapons. It's
We
fantasy
disappear.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We disappear.
Yeah.
You jump in. Well, you don't jump in. You elegantly step into the stagecoach. The door closes, and you set out towards Château de Martwick. Yeah. And as you arrive, you see, it's about half an hour, 40-minute travel because you're in stagecoach. You arrive to a large manor house just on the outskirts of the city. You can see the grounds illuminated. It's a white stone wall. The grounds are illuminated from behind, just with all kinds of almost twinkling lights in between warm orange glows and cool blues. You can hear music playing. You can hear the low din of revelry.
Nice place you have.
Very nice.
But that's where we'll end. Thank you very much for joining us as the heist of Château de Martwick will begin in earnest. You have some semblance of a plan, but as we all know about plans, they tend to fall apart within the first few minutes, especially given that it took you 10 minutes to open a door that one time.
Excuse me.
That was a very important door.
I want to play some
Difficult
bet.
I would like to play some bid.
Yeah, I mean, look, that could be a way of doing it. Oh, you have many options. All of them are laid out before you, but which path will you choose to take? You'll have to join us in the next chapter to find out. So until that time comes, we will see you soon.